Hello, everyone. A very good evening to all my audiences out there, and two people who I have today with me, Chitransh and Palak. So, today, our topic for the episode is math and creativity. We often are fearful about the subject math. There are a lot of fears, there are a lot of obstacles and hurdles we feel about this subject. But do you think math can be creative? That's what we're going to talk today. Our two people who are here from the team will be talking about as to what they feel that how can math be creative. So before we begin with this topic and get to know about their opinions and perspectives about is math creative or not, I would just like the two of you to introduce yourselves. So I'll begin with Palak. Palak, what do you work as with us?
So, hello everyone, myself Palak. So, it's been a wonderful journey with igebra, and I am taking care of the customer experience team at igebra.
Okay, Chitransh.
Hello everyone, my name is Chitransh and I work as a junior digital marketing analyst with igebra.
All right. So, since we have these two with us today, we are going to ask them what do they feel as to how math can be made creative, or is math creative already for them? And if it is, how it is creative for them. So, Chitransh, what do you think? Is math creative or no?
Okay, so my answer is yes, because I will just explain you with an example. Suppose you and me both are a different person. If any math problem is given to us, I will be solving it in my own way, and you will be solving in your way, right? So maybe you can solve it much earlier than me, before me, and I can take some time to solve it because my process is blending. So this is a point where the creativity is introduced in mathematics. How you are tackling the problem, questions which you are getting in mathematics, right? The second thing I would like to tell is that have you ever tried to? I hope that you have tried to speak with some foreign peoples, right? So as our mother tongue is Hindi, we speak English as well. And if somebody is speaking in Russian language, we will not understand their language, and you will not understand our language, right?
Yes.
They will not understand our language. So what will happen? That no, there is no understanding, no conversation, nothing is happening. But if we speak in mathematical language, then both of us we can understand, right? So I think that math is a universal language, and it can be understood all over the world. So I think math is so creative.
Okay, so that's very well said, where you say that math is a universal language. That is one language in which all of us can communicate, irrespective of what part of the country we stay in. Okay, but I still feel that, this is not the opinion that everyone holds. For some people, it's a very fearful subject and they do not prefer doing problems, or they feel math is all about complicated equations and all those problems which are jumbled up, and everyone feels it has no utility in our lives ahead apart from the academic purposes. So, Palak, what do you feel? Is math creative?
So, as rightly said, Charvi, like it cannot be creative for everyone. Maybe you just need to research more about mathematic facts and all the shocking facts which I have come across in the last maybe a few months as I came in contact with igebra. So, math is actually everywhere in the nature itself, in the pattern of clothes that we are wearing, and in our kitchen itself also, right? But again, it cannot be creative for some people because they might have some other perspective, but we can make it creative for them, right? That there can lies a possibility. So how can we make creatives? First of all, like if I talk about kids, right? So they really like colorful things, they really like visuals. And right now we are living in an era where everywhere, if you say where the communication where we are handling is only with the video and the visuals effect, right? So in that way, if we are delivering those things to the kids, they will like it for sure. And the second way is the student and the teacher relationship. If you are in a very good relationship with a teacher, it again becomes very much interesting because of the relation you hold as a student and a teacher, right? So these are some of the small things which we take care during the journey of any student, which can make it more creative for them. And as a professional, like maybe as a college person, maybe anybody who is like growing up, they want to learn something into data AI, or they want to become any IT professional, right? So they have to start the basics from the mathematics itself. So there lies the creativity, because if that basics is not clear, we cannot build a more good foundation over it. So that is what I think.
Okay, so that's very well said, where Palak told us as to how we not only teach the math, but we also begin from the base, that is the math, and move on to AI and data thinking as well. So that is something which is a blend. And as we are moving forward in this era, we need to be that tech savvy, and we need to move that one step ahead and move forward with just the normal and conventional way of textbooks and learning. Because, of course, as she rightly mentioned, it gets boring after one time. So visuals, animations is what we actually foster, and we want other people should also learn and overcome their fear of math, because math is a universal language. And as Palak was also mentioning, that it is everywhere: the clothes you wear, the number of dresses you have, the patterns, everything has math in it. So it's very important to know this subject really well, even if you feel that it has no utility in your lives. But that's a misconception, because it does have utility, and we are surrounded with numbers all around us. So it was great having the two of you with me today. So before we wrap up the show, I would just like each one of you to give one-liners to our young minds, our youth out there, so that they feel inspired about math and they move ahead with AI and data thinking as well with us. So Palak, one line.
Okay, so I would like to give you one liner as like study math for a better path. So
okay, Chitransh.
So I will like to tell that we will always have STEM around us: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Okay, so thank you, the two of you, for being here with me and enlightening our audience with some knowledge. So thank you so much.
bye
Welcome.
everyone.
Bye bye.